So Reggie Wayne caught one pass for 1 yard because he was thrown to one time in this game.
Yes.
And that didn't sit too well with Reggie Wayne. And after the game, he had this to say. Cenk, tell everybody what Reggie Wayne said.
It's bull. It's bull, man. I give everything I've got no matter what. Every day I give it everything. And one ball, and that's all.
And he goes on.
I shouldn't have even suited up. I should have watched the game like everybody else. I was irrelevant.
Peyton Manning responded to that by saying, essentially, paraphrasing, I just threw to who was open.
He did. Now, look, I think it's a really interesting question as to who's right and wrong here. You know, I hate Manning, but I watched some of those replays that they would show of Revis covering Reggie Wayne. And you know, I had Reggie Wayne on my fantasy team as a disaster. I wanted.
You were very unhappy about it instantly as soon as you picked him.
Right. I thought it was a bad idea, Revis covering him, etc. I realized I'd made a mistake, but I was pulling for him, right? So I want Manning to throw him the ball. But as I looked at those replays, he looked covered.
Yeah.
Right? Now,
Revis shut him down last year, also in the playoffs, the game the Colts won.
Right. But the flip side is, I guess Reggie Wayne would make the argument if he wanted to go further. Look, dude, give it a shot. I'm your best receiver, right? Mm-hmm. Don't be so scared. Oh, wow, Darrelle Revis is over here. Throw me the ball a couple of times. Let me see if I can catch it.
Yeah, there's something to be said to that. It's also, you know, like Darrelle Revis, he's a great corner, a shutdown corner, the phrase that's used. And he may have an easier time covering Reggie Wayne. You know how some guys just cover other guys, even though Reggie Wayne's a great receiver. What's great is that your first two picks were Reggie Wayne and Dwayne Bowe, and Reggie Wayne with his 1 catch and 1 yard was 1 catch and 1 yard better than Dwayne Bowe.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Okay, but let's conclusion here. I mean, I'm having a tough time. What do you think? Was it more Manning or was it more Wayne's fault here?
Oh, I don't know, man. They just, you know, it was tough. They didn't connect. Revis clearly has the ability to stop Reggie Wayne. You know, he could have thrown to him more. You know, I mean, the Colts still were in a position to win the game.
Now, look, I'd have to Jaworski it and break down all the film to tell you, of course.
See, that's the kind of thing that I don't know, and I wouldn't pretend. I can't offer you a really strong, a good opinion on that. I can offer you a nonsense sports host opinion on it.
Which I'm going to do.
Which you should dismiss.
Right, exactly. Right. I'm going to do it and you should dismiss it. No, Ben's right, and it's nearly impossible to tell. Based on what I saw of the 3, 4, 5 replays that they had during the game, it looked like he was covered. So I'm going to give 52% of the blame to Wayne. I'm going to give him 48% of the blame to Manning because, one, he's your top receiver. Throw him the ball every once in a while. Have a little bit of confidence.
Give it a shot. Right.
Give it a shot. And number 2, I know Manning's scared. And my sense of it, based on previous experience with Manning, is that he was scared to throw to Revis and get picked, so he went the safer route to the other guys.
I think you're too tough on Manning in the playoffs. His record now in the playoffs is 9-10.